Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of DTF with Lightwolf, which means Draw Time Fun. This is my little series where I shall draw stuff and talk about what I'm drawing, or just talk about whatever the heck I want in general. So, welcome. So, as it is Halloween time, I decided to draw a kind of spooky waifu. Not really spooky, I guess. The character is just kind of, I don't know, like the latex skin type thing. You know, it's all kind of jet blackish, kind of shiny. But before I get there, first I have to draw the character. So at the moment, you can just kind of see me going about with just a general gesture. Now, if you don't know, gesture is when you're just kind of getting the flow of the character. So right now I'm just kind of getting the skeleton, trying to see what this will look like. And while I am looking at a reference as I do this, so it helps it make it go easier, you still have to use your imagination to get things a little bit more to where you want. You know, it's like, what if I want to change this up? What if I want to add a little more weight here or there? You know, so you just still got to spice it up. Sprinkle a little of that salt and pepper on it, you know what I mean? And if not, well, I don't know. But yeah, here we go. I'm kind of like measuring the head, as I think it's about one head size would fit into your chest cavity area. So I was like, okay, kind of measure that out. Just doing the Loomis method. You know, right now I'm not trying to get anything too detailed. Just a nice gesture, just a nice flow, kind of really make the body of the character first before I do any details. Besides that, speaking of Halloween, I'm excited for it. I am so excited. I have a list of maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got like 12 characters that I want to draw for this month. I meant to do them way freaking earlier, but I didn't. And so it's like I gotta push myself to get it all down. Besides the drawings, I also have some 3D models that I want to get videos up as well, because I also do the 3D printing. So I'm trying to make all the drawings and all the 3D models for this month kind of spooky Halloween waifu thing, you know? You know, it's like, if I usually like drawing the spicy ladies and whatnot, but I'm not just gonna draw some random character, you know? It has to be spooky themed specifically, you know? And it's like, you can't just draw Jean Grey. You have to draw it whenever she's like the evil clone. What's her name? Goblin Queen? I think that's her name. But yeah, I gotta like stick with more spookiness. This one's not really too spooky, it's just kind of someone posing and like the latex kind of stuff. I do put a couple horns on her, so that adds to the scary factor. Well, it's not really scary, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, so there's that. And as you can see for this, I'm just kind of, not really finalizing, but I am getting a little more confident in the drawing. So a lot of times whenever I draw, I mentioned this in the last video, a lot of times whenever I draw, I tend to stick in the sketchy phase a little too long, because I will draw and I'll do my sketch out, and instead of just feeling that confidence to go ahead with the line art, I will feel I'm not ready yet, and so I'll sketch over it again, and then maybe I'll blur it and then sketch over it one more time. And like each layer, it slowly gets more and more refined. I'm trying to just get to the point where after I do a couple line sketches of it, where I can finally just go in and make the full on line art and not have to redo that over again. I see so many artists go about their pictures and it's like, man, their stuff is amazing. And it's like mine, like sometimes like whenever I do the drawing on Procreate with all the colors, I'll be in the sketch phase for like 3 or 4 hours, and like the line art, whenever I actually do it, it just, yeah, it's like sometimes the sketches look a little bit better than the finalized line art. So I'm trying to get better with that. I think I have been. Right? I think I've finally gotten better with having my lines a little more concrete and having that confidence behind them. But still, it takes me a little bit of time and effort to get to that point. I've gotten better at it though, but it still takes me a while. So I'm trying to make it so I can just do a couple rough layers of the image and then go into the final and then start really adding more color to it, you know? Because a lot of times I stick with pencil like this. This is my main go-to. I always love pencil. I've always wanted to do the digital stuff. I have a bunch of digital drawings that I've done. I've done them with my friend Matt. Shout out to Matt. I'll need to tag him in here. I didn't even tag him in the last video, so I need to remember to tag him in both of these. But we have some videos where we would draw the pictures and whatnot. If you look at some of mine, you'll see they're all kind of more on the sketchy side, even when they're completed images. And I look back at them and I am proud of my pictures, because before, obviously, I didn't do that picture. You know, until I made that video, now there's like a new picture for each video. It's like, yes, each one of those is a new practice, and I've gotten better and I've learned more. But as I've learned more, I have also learned what I didn't know. So it's like, oh, so now I can shade like this. I should do like the cell shading. And that's kind of like the anime or cartoon kind of shading, where it's just like a hard edge. And, but I'm like, oh, now I can also do soft shading. I can kind of add the both of them together. Or I can do more of a painterly style. So I'm trying to get back into the iPad drawings so I can incorporate those as well. Because I really love adding color to my things. It's just, I don't know, pencil is just like the nice go-to. It's always been my comfort zone. So a lot of times I'll stick with this. But I do need to add more colors through Procreate for what I want to do. Here we go. I got like the leggings, the arm thing, and then the whatever she's wearing right there. Just kind of darkening it in. Again, it's kind of the base at the moment, so I just use my makeup sponge to smudge everything around, you know, give it a nice dark tone. I know people also use napkins. I don't really use napkins when I do it. I prefer Kleenex just because it is so soft, you know. So use Kleenex or the makeup sponge. Or I know people actually, there's actually like the regular blending stumps that people use. I use those from time to time, but the majority of times I just use the big old makeup sponge because it has a huge surface area. Right here, I think this is where I redo the face. Or maybe this is the first time I do the face. I wasn't actually paying attention. I'm just kind of, like I said, I just kind of ramble on and talk. These are all kind of unscripted at the moment. I'm trying to figure out how to go about with these. I figured, hey, I don't talk a lot on these videos. They're normally silent, so trying to add more of my voice, you know. I used to talk a lot, then I stopped. So trying to get things back on track. And I think this is the second time I got the face. Yeah, I think this is the better one. Oh well, we'll find out by the end of the video. But yeah, so everything here is just really experimenting. I'm experimenting with this microphone. These are new ones, so they should sound clearer. Yet at the same time, I don't really know all the stuff on editing with sounds through all the audio, so it might sound a little janky, or it might sound better. I don't know. It's all a work in progress. As is art, as is life. Everything is a work in progress, you know? You may learn some things, you may forget. Some things you'll remember, and then you constantly get better. You know, that's life. That's everything. Well, there we go. Had the face kind of doing it a little bit. It was a little too white. Didn't like that. Wanted to smudge it up. I'm trying to just, I don't know, I want to do like a whole bunch of designs on this character and have all this jewelry and all these cool different things, but I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it easy with this one. Just something nice and fun. And now I'm looking at the character. I think I could have done a different hairdo now that I'm looking at it. Oh well, whatever I did, I think it came out fine. Another thing that I've noticed too is the hands and feet. I did a bunch of studies, so I know how to do the hands and feet now. But they still get to me. I think that's more, again, a mental block. You know, it's like, as long as you practice, you will get it. And I just gotta believe in myself. So I'm gonna, heck, maybe a video soon, it'll be just hands. And maybe the next one will be just feet, you know? Have a whole thing practicing. That could be pretty good. A good excuse for me to practice what I don't know so I can get better. And it'd be also good for you, because if anyone else wants to see, you know, I mean, obviously you get to see what I'm doing, but it's like, oh, you could probably practice along if you want, or, you know, it could inspire you. So it's like, if you have something that you want to get better at, you'll be like, oh, if this guy's doing it, I can too, you know? So I try to look on the positives. So right here, what I did was I had this little kind of dark outline, and then I just whitened it all out. Because whenever you look at the shading, there's always like the white highlight, and then there's a little, you got like this edge. I think it's called the core of the shadow. So that's kind of on the left side of where the white is. I think I put it up in there. I don't really remember exactly how I would do this one, but hopefully it pops up. If I know what I'm doing, it should. And if not, well then whatever, you know. That just means I learned more as I went. Oh no, I did. You see that right there? I'm darkening it in a little bit on the left side of those spots. That's the core. That's like the darkest part of the shadow. Only thing is, this whole thing is like that jet black latex. So it's like, oh wait, I don't even know if I have that. I think it's all like one kind of tone, you know, because whenever you have that, it's either like pure jet black or the white from all the highlights popping off of it. It's like there are some mid-tones, but it's like, it's very extreme in the contrast. So I need to probably look up some more of those. I did quite a few of those studies, so I can really get it, because I like that look. But again, you know, practice is practice, so I might have to go over it again. And then right here, I think it was just me. So what I did was I'm darkening in the outline of the whole character. That way she pops out more, kind of more like a cartoon, you know, got like a thick black line. Around the breast area, I darkened in right under there, but the arm behind it, I kind of left a little kind of blurry-ish. I think I wanted to add more details, but I was like, no, I think I'll leave it kind of just in the background. Don't want to add too many more lines. I thought about adding more detail. I was like, if I have it in the background, that means it's further away. So since it's further back, you'll have less detail. I don't know if it would really work in this situation. Maybe it's still close enough to have detail. But again, it's practice, you know. So it's like for the next drawing, it's like, I can probably add some more detail, but leave out a little bit. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, I can blur it out a tiny bit, but not too much. So, there we go. I think that's a better way to explain. And if not, well, whatever. And right here, I was just really trying to figure out what to do. It's like, what do I do with the cheek? Should I have it highlighted? And I kind of darkened her in, and I was like, you know what, I'll have this character more tan. So she's got more tan toned skin. Highlight some of the white right there on the legs. But it's not like the clothing, the black latex type stuff. So it can't be as extreme. So I'm not really going to draw the line along the white part. And if I do, I leave it light so it doesn't pop out as much. Otherwise, it would basically just look like the clothing. Oh, excuse me. And then from here, just kind of finalize some touches in the hair. Could have erased the back area of the neck. I have that a little too dark so you can see where the neck is. Probably should have had that blurred out. But then to add to the spookiness factor, I guess it's more like a demon kind of gal. So there we go. Add a couple horns. Ooh, now it's scary. Spooky Halloween time. Ah, shoot. I should have added a tail. Because it was like, you know, it's one of the devil characters. So it's like, the perfect spot for a tail. But oh well. You can just see me darkening in the outlines again. So like things pop out a little bit more. And then here I am. I'm just kind of like, what else do I do? You know, it's just kind of me fidgeting around. But I think right here, I'm basically done. Just add some lines to have some three-dimensionality to it. And yeah, that's it. And, you know, now time for the reveal. So thanks for my DTF 2 video. I hope you enjoyed. Y'all have a fun time and a good night. Be safe. I'll see you later in the next video.